This video starts, if you could go ahead and drop a like on today's video, that would be greatly appreciated. It takes 2 seconds out of your day and it helps a lot. And thank you to everyone who's still watching the YouTube channel. I know I've been a little bit inconsistent, but I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch the YouTube videos. Now, I'm actually curious. This is a really good question that I want to ask you guys who watch YouTube videos like this. How often do you guys play NBA 2K23? I want you to type the number 3 in the comment section if you still play 2K23 every single day. I posted a poll to my community feed on YouTube about 4 or 5 days ago, and I asked people how often do they play NBA 2K23 in Season 2, and 71% out of 7.6k votes said they don't play every single day. And it's crazy to me because I remember when this game came out and a lot of content creators were saying that this was the best 2K we've gotten in a very long time. And some people were saying, believe it or not, some people were actually referring to NBA 2K23 as the best 2K we've ever gotten in the history of 2K. I've seen some people saying that it was better than 17, 16, and even 15. It's crazy what the first initial reaction to a 2K game will do. And speaking of that, Cole the Man went ahead and tweeted out this. He said 2K23 isn't the greatest game by any means, but the fact that people think NBA 2K21 and NBA 2K22 are better is hilarious. And I find this tweet very interesting. I'm not saying that Cole the Man is fitting this description, but there's so many content creators, like I said, that literally when the game came out, they were like, yeah, this game is the best 2K we ever played. And now 2 months down the line, people don't really know what to do. They're not growing on the game. People aren't watching the game or excited about the game. So now their opinions on the game are changing. This is why, in my personal opinion, I've been doing YouTube for a fairly long time, and I've been in the 2K community for a fairly long time. Now, as the years go on, I've learned to value people who watch YouTube videos and things like that. I've learned to value their opinions more as opposed to a content creator, because a content creator looks at things in terms of growth. Now, obviously, if you go around and you look at YouTube views, you look at Twitch views, every single person's views are down. It's obvious that people aren't really interested in watching NBA 2K23. And I said this in my last video, especially when it comes to like that tryhard stuff. That stuff is completely dying off. Now, obviously there is a competitive scene for 2K, but I feel like a lot of people just don't care about that anymore. I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to 2K, are playing the game to have fun. And that's honestly how it should be. I actually seen a tweet by a professional 2K player, Splash Edition, who said this. He said, Madden pros are complaining, 2K pros are complaining, and COD pros are complaining. The gaming era for casuals is upon us. And I saw this tweet, and I agreed. I do agree that gaming is definitely trending towards the direction of being for casual gamers. But the thing that a lot of people don't remember is that's literally what video games are supposed to be. Video games are supposed to be something that you get on and you play for like 1-2 hours after you do your daily things, whether it's a job, taking care of your family. It's insane how like people forgot about this. Like when I was a kid, when I was like 14, 15, 16 years old, and I took video games a lot more seriously than I do now, I would get on the game and I wouldn't even think about anything like that. Like I didn't go on Twitter, I didn't go on YouTube, I didn't do anything like that. The only time I would go on YouTube is to watch like one of my favorite like COD YouTubers back in the day when COD was in its prime. But it's crazy because a tweet like this is basically saying only pros should be able to complain about the game. Like I promise you, 99% of the player base of NBA 2K are people who play the game casually. Obviously, you have the people who sit and stage and the other people who care way too much about their win percentage on the game. But the game is made for casuals, and that's how every game should be made, in my personal opinion. Now, I know a lot of people in the comment sections are probably going to disagree with that. But none of us are pros. None of us are going to get on the game and win $10,000, $5,000 tournaments. A lot of us get on the game to just have fun. And that's what 2K should be. And I feel like that's why so many people don't enjoy 2K. Now, don't get me wrong. 2K isn't the greatest games by any means. But I feel like a lot of people, especially content creators, and their perspectives on the game comes from a standpoint of competitiveness. Not everyone gets on the game to go 60-0 in park and have the best jump shot or the best build and things like that. Casual gaming is how gaming should be. That's literally the reason it was made. That's the reason why video games were made, for leisure and for you to do something in your free time to casually enjoy. I also saw another tweet that I want to share with you guys just to understand your guys' perspective. So this guy by the name of ChillDreeYT went ahead and tweeted out this. He said, quote unquote, used to. Stay over on that side. I hate this community, man. And it was a DM from a guy saying, Yo, that's crazy. I came across your account. I used to watch you in 2K20 because you were the only streamer that replied to my comments. Keep grinding, bro. So this guy went ahead and put this guy who DM'd him on blast, which in its own right is kind of strange to me. But nonetheless, this guy took time out of his day to support him and to watch his videos. I don't know what it is nowadays, but it seems like a lot of content creators, not specifically just in the 2K community, but just in general, are only getting into content for the simple fact of gaining clout, quote unquote fame, or making money. It seems like the passion really isn't there anymore, and that kind of seems like it's the way with 2K in general. 2K23 is in a very weird place because the game isn't bad. We all know this. The game isn't a bad product. Now, there's obviously issues with it, but nobody likes the game, it seems. It seems so many people don't like the game, and on top of that, people aren't watching content. Obviously, for me, that's going to affect me because I am a 2K content creator. Even though I mainly just report on news and what's going on in the community, whatever, it still affects everyone's viewership and everyone's involvement in the game. This by far has easily been the most unexcited the community has ever been, probably in the history of 2K since I've been around. There's no excitement around the game. People aren't excited to get on the game. I ask you guys if you guys play the game every day. 70% of you say that you don't even get on the game every day, which I understand. You guys have lives, people have priorities that way take over 2K. I mean, if you're putting 2K over other priorities in your life, I think you're a little bit too deep in, but nonetheless, there's nothing really exciting about the game. There's nobody talking about it. There's not really many people who are big like that or huge influencers that are really streaming the game. It seems like we are in a 2K drought. I think this will go down single-handedly as probably one of the biggest 2K droughts in the entirety of the franchise. Now, obviously, I can't speak for the future iterations of 2K, but to me, this just seems like nobody really knows what to do. I mean, you go on YouTube, and this even applies to me because I make the same videos as other people too, but you go on YouTube, it's the same videos. Build videos. If something happens in the community, there's 3 channels that make videos about it. There's people clickbaiting their titles. There's people clickbaiting their thumbnails. It seems that there's nothing really exciting going on in 2K, which I feel would be the perfect opportunity for someone to break out in the YouTube scene or the Twitch scene, whatever you want to call it, to actually establish themselves as creators. There needs to be something that stands out right now, because as of right now, there's nothing to get excited about NBA 2K23, which is kind of sad because with no excitement, that means people are less likely to be more involved in the game. I want to ask you guys watching this video this question. Why do you think there is no excitement about 2K? Like, what do you think the problem is? It is very evident that people aren't as into 2K23 as people thought they were going to be when the game released. What are your guys' opinion on this? Why do you think people aren't really, not enjoying the game, but really just invested into it as it is? Maybe YouTube's kind of falling off for some people when it comes to 2K. Maybe some people don't enjoy watching YouTube videos or really being involved in the quote-unquote community as they used to. I'm curious on your guys' opinions. Please let me know in the comment sections below what your thoughts are. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like and do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.